Good evening, Dandadan fans. It is Mr. Twitchy94, the night portion of Mugen Eclipse. We got Vante sort of spazzing out over there. Hopefully, it's not like a Monday thing. I hope not.
I am. Oh no.
For a second you were. I don't know if that was just because you switched over or something. But welcome to chapter 206 tonight. Let's get this fight over with in the best way possible.
Because don't get it twisted. This fight's been great. Like Tatsu, I mean, honestly, he's never failed when it comes to any kind of choreography, fight choreography. The art always going to be great, and it's been improving too. I've been noticing just like the characters themselves, the models, they do look more like every other manga. You get better and better as you keep drawing them over and over. You get better, so I like that. But I need some lore.
Give me a different food category. I've been eating like, I don't know, what do you want to say? This has been like the meat. Like, I want some potatoes. It's called meat and potatoes for a reason.
Yep. Like, it's good, but like, yeah, I'm getting a little fatigued, I want to switch it up, change it up. No, you can't. Okay. All right, big dog. No. Do what you got to do. All right, boss. You got it, boss. All right, boss. So, but
speaking of boss, the boss is two people, because I have a feeling that Evil Jinius, this is about to be an ass whooping.
So you think it's over for Enenra?
Owarida, as Laz says.
I don't know. I think he's gonna escape or like leave. It might either end with his back up against the ropes or a stalemate, and he's like, all right,
I concede.
I gotta update this information. Yeah, this Evil Jinius thing here. Yeah, this is a problem. We have to rethink some of our
I dead ass thought you were about to say I need to do a software update. I was like, no.
We're finally back. There was a break. For Dandadan, and we are also obviously reacting to the anime as well. Next episode, now that's some meatheadery that I do want. From the anime, yes. Here, not no, but more. More other things.
Yeah, that symphony is about to go crazy.
Yep. So, yeah. You want to start this week?
Yeah. All right. So guys, this is a dual reaction channel. Vante is going to get out of here for a hot sec. I am going to react to the chapter first, and then after I'm done, have a quick little discussion with anyone that wants to. I will bring him back in. All right, let me just get a quick swig of water. Give me 5 seconds. Okay, chapter 206, Jiji and the Evil Eye. Yay. I don't even know what type of voice I'm going to use for this, so I'm just going to speak normally. Now that I'm like this, I can use the power of the Evil Eye and fire the evil gun. Pew pew! Don't tell me a human and a yokai have fused? I wish I could do something that awesome. Nah, right now, me and Evil Eye are switching back and forth at super high speed. Super! I know what you are, Tatsu. Yeah, huff. It's like a light bulb, see? It flickers at a high speed, so it only looks like it's constantly lit. It's a technique we worked out so we could have fun. I got the King Bombi! Go straight to dead hell. Playing Momotaro Denetsu at the same time. Now I'm gonna whip your butt big time. So in the end, you're just switching back and forth. Your essential nature hasn't changed. Breathe in, cough, cough. Yeah, he's smoke. No way. Yes, I am smoke. If you breathe me in, I can enter your lungs. Also, this is maybe one of the most insane panels I think I've seen yet from Tatsu. It almost doesn't feel like a drawing. That is incredibly detailed. Evil gun. Poof. Cough, cough. It is not that all smoke is me. I do nothing more than make use of smoke as a mechanism. And it seems that by fusing, you have weakened your own power of your evil gun. To blow away the smoke in this entire area, you'd need an evil gun like you had when you were flesh and blood. But I won't let you do that. Oh, this is gnarly. I will rematerialize and make you burst. It's okay. I know you can do it. Oh, punches his own guts to expel all of the air out of his lungs? If you control your chi, then it won't matter if there's an obstacle in front of you. Goodness gracious. And Enenra flies backward. What did you do? Did you shoot yourself? Penalty kick time. You won't get in me like this. Don't go thinking that's enough to make you better than me. Oh. Even if my power's lowered, I can at least stop you from dispersing. Also, he grabs him by the head. When I use my evil gun to squeeze you real tight, it seems it takes you some time to turn into smoke. That woman you were standing on, Seiko, she said that she was gonna make me family. And this is directly Evil Eye talking. I love this line because this was the highlight of episode 6 for me. So don't go standing on her like she's nothing. Boom, 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 boom. It's like Gatlin. I know what you are, Tatsu. And into real water. You cannot convince me otherwise. Whoa, Evil Eye, you really went overboard. I wanted to complain to him too. If my master had been in top form, she could have insta-killed a guy like him. A little meta from Tatsu here at the end, because we are all recognizing that Seiko, she has, oh my god, she's been through the ringer these past, I don't know how many hours, but recently, ever since the bull got on the plane, fought the subterraneans. This was an excellent chapter. It is now officially over for this bout, so thank you, Tatsu. Charm, what is up, my good brother? This was an awesome chapter. I really like this one. Again, it was a little meatheadery, but honestly, I really love the cleverness of the analogy of they haven't really technically fused. They're like an alternating, I was going to say current, even though that is the analogy used, but also like currency, maybe? So they're alternating currency of whoever gets to take over the body. And then with Enenra trying to pull off, which I would assume to be in most other fights, like his finishing move going into the lungs of the person. But somehow Evil Jiji is just able to expel him. That is crazy. And you can even look at the double spread of pages 10 and 11 to where that could be representative of the smoke in the body being expelled through the pores of the skin, not necessarily through the orifices of Evil Jiji. Because there is a thing when you get really, like your skin is the biggest organ of the body, so it has to be able to breathe. And various skin ailments cause your skin not to be able to breathe, and it gives you dry skin. So the fact that Enenra was popped out and then popped into a lake is just, oh, it's so great. Welcome, Zachary. Yeah, I really do have to appreciate Evil Eye this chapter, though, because he made it a point to recognize what Seiko said about making him a part of her family. So he's looking at, or we see the perspective of her looking away, Jiji looking at her, but obviously Evil Eye was inside still listening. Like, he's still a bratty kid, don't get me wrong, but at least he has this sort of affection for Seiko that we didn't previously have. And the way that Jiji's carrying Seiko at the end of this chapter, that looks so majestic. He has main character energy in that panel. Alright, but let me go ahead and get Vante in here. Give me 1 second. I think I'm going to try to send the light bulb emoji. Oh yeah, sure, I'm sorry, I didn't see your second message. Yeah, I liked the cleverness of it, but it wasn't unexpected. I fully expected this to happen. Once this fusion form was debuted and Enenra had his fate sealed.
A light bulb emoji. Someone turned on the lights. Did he turn on the light like how he did with Okurun when they had that little second round or first official match in the Curse House arc? Or is it theories, like light bulb theories? Anyway, what's up, guys? I'm back. Chapter 206, Jiji and the Evil Eye. Now that I'm like this, I can use the power of the Evil Eye and fire the evil gun. Pew, pew. Don't tell me a human and a yokai have fuse. But I wish I could do something that awesome. Nah, right now, me and the Evil Eye are switching back and forth at a super high speed. Whoa. You know, when you talk about feats in series, where it's like, oh, this character, remember when this character did this, picked up this whole ship from the water or whatever, you know. This is a feat right here. You're going that fast. You're switching back and forth that fast. I'm guessing that's to do with the light bulb emoji you sent. Oh, literally, yep, there it goes. It's like a light bulb. See, it flickers at a high speed, so it only looks like it's constantly lit. That, like, yo, when this is animated, it's gonna be ridiculous. Science are gonna do a real science experiment for that. It's a technique we worked out so we could have fun. I got the King Bombi. I got the King Bombi. So straight into Dead Hill. Go straight into Dead Hill. Playing Momotaro Dentetsu at the same time. That is crazy. Now I'm going to whip your butt big time. So in the end, you're just switching back and forth. Your essential nature hasn't changed. Okay, smoke all around. Can't breathe. No way. Yes, I am smoke. If you breathe me in, I can enter your lungs. I mean, that's one, and that's also one of those things where it's like, oh, well, can't this character? Oh, he did it. Okay. Tatsu said, yeah, I got you. I'm gonna let him do all logical things with his power as smoke. Evil gun. Okay. He's probably gonna appear from like behind him or something. I mean, but no, it don't matter because he's inside. Just some of the rest of his, I guess, the after imaging smoke, or the rest of it is just still outside of it. He's coughing. It is not that all smoke is me. I do nothing more than make use of smoke as a mechanism. And it seems that by fusing, you have weakened the power of your evil gun. To blow away the smoke in this area, you would need an evil gun like you would need an evil gun like you had when you were flesh and blood. But I won't let you do that. I will rematerialize and make you burst. I always think back to Seiko. It's okay. I know you can do it. I was about to say, he probably should hit himself to get him out of there. Like, throw him up pretty much. Get him out of there. If you control your chi, then it won't matter if there's an obstacle in front of you. And then going back to the shot. Yeah. Damn. What did you do? Did you shoot yourself? Penalty kick time. You won't get in me. You won't get in me like this. Don't go thinking that's enough to make you better than me. Evil gun, point blank range, right to your damn midsection. Even if my power is lowered, I can at least stop you from dispersing. Also, when I use my evil gun to squeeze you real tight, it seems to take you some time to turn to smoke. That woman you were standing on, Seiko, she said that she was going to make me family. Ah, yes. So don't go standing on her like she's nothing. There we go. The boy has officially joined the family from his side of it, because, obviously he wasn't trying to, like, no, hell no. But now, finally. God damn. Oh, yeah, you're an Oda fan. Fucking Gatling. God damn, this stuff was crazy. I love the impact. The thick outlines, just the ink. Yeah, fire. Damn. Got him. Disperse him through the damn temple, the castle temple thing. In the air, falls into the goddamn lake or pond. Yeah, it's not deep, so yeah, like a pond or something. Whoa, Evil Eye, you really went overboard. I wanted to complain to him too. If my master had been in top form, she could have insta-killed a guy like him. I like that, how that kind of puts things into perspective too, of like just how dire things are starting to become. You need everybody hands on deck, and then someone like Seiko, typically, if she was in tip-top shape, she would have handled it, but pieces are falling a little bit.
So many great moments from this chapter.
Yeah. There's some real shonen right here. Like, the heart of shonen. This is shonen. This whole chapter is shonen MC energy.
I might have realized something when you were reading. So go back to pages 2 and 3. I'm going to outright say it because there's a lot of information on that page, but I will just reread this section of dialogue. Don't tell me a human and a yokai have fused? Question mark. Do you think maybe an Enenra tried to fuse with Count Saint Germain? And that's why he looks like him?
No, I think this is just like really new to him. Like in general. I don't know. I feel like he would be, well, I don't really know how all of how he reacts to things, but I think he would have been a little bit more visibly shocked or stunned.
Okay. So then my next question is in regards to what Jiji was saying. Right now, me and the Evil Eye are switching back and forth at a super high speed. So you could also say that they are in resonance with one another.
Yeah. And technically, since it's so fast, they're technically being themselves at all times.
Yes.
That's ridiculous. Because, like, he's talking. Like, Jiji is literally talking as they're switching. How fast? I mean, literally the whole light. That's an incredible feat.
Yes.
That's ridiculous.
For him to be able to talk, imagine like what fraction of a second
what
Jiji is there, and then what fraction of a second he's not there. is he like just speaking like he normally does, or does he have to think about the various infinitesimal parts of a word or the sound of a word? But what I was trying to get at with that specifically, Vontae, is like, what if we have seen someone else look like one person, but they are actually two people that are switching back and forth at this speed? So, like, for example, Seiko. Like, what if Seiko is actually two people and she's just switching back and forth, and this is the fused form?
Yeah.
That or Count Saint Germain, maybe. Like, he might be switching back and forth, and then when he like lets up on it, that's when we see the silhouette figure.
That's what I was saying. That's the person or people that I'm thinking about. The whole thing with frequency, vibrations, spiral,
resonance,
like all that. Yeah.
Ideal form. Yeah.
Yep. That's.
I mean,
ridiculous.
one could argue this is Jiji and Evil Eye's perfect form, because they have the best of both worlds.
Yeah. And not only it felt like that this whole chapter. That's why I said it felt very shonen, like just peak shonen, because the whole family thing. Like, he officially joined the family. Now he's acknowledging them, Seiko and Ko, as his family. Now he's here. That seems like a whole character arc. Like, this is something that would happen.
In a one.
Yeah. It would have been like way later in the series, probably. Maybe right before the final stretch or final arc or something like that. Hope that doesn't signify that. That shouldn't. Knock on wood. Jiji will pass over them. This year.
I mean, he has gotten a lot more focus, and Okarun hasn't had his powers in a while.
Yeah.
I think if there's going to be any year Zachary, it's going to be this one. With the anime popping off, with what Jiji's doing in the manga.
Yep. I forgot. Like, the anime part does play a big part in that. So, yeah.
This also gave me Alabasta vibes when he's carrying Seiko away. The typewriter, Victor, Evil Jinius.
Yeah. You know, it's funny. I think that's what it was. I was thinking, like, this reminds me of something. It might have been that.
Well, especially with all of our crew kind of spread out, we all have our individual fights. I'm thinking this is kind of Alabasta. So if this is reminiscent of Alabasta in One Piece, it's 130 something chapters into the series. Like, I don't know, man. I also said that, Gatling, when he was punching Enenra, like, we know what you are, Tatsu. It's fine.
Right. There's some crazy feats in this series, and just just power in general.
And what I love about it, I still feel like we're only like apprentice level. We're not like novice.
Like, literally.
There's so many more, experience levels to gain.
Speaking of apprentice, like I said before, Jiji would have been the perfect apprentice for Seiko. Like, that could probably end up happening.
How about the what if scenario of if Jiji was the vessel for Turbo Granny?
Yeah, that is I would say that's one of the earliest what ifs of this series for sure. Because even for Turbo Granny to acknowledge, like, yeah, man, if he was, man, oh, I know she'd have been a real problem. Jiji is the perfect vessel. But I like that Jiji is like, he's a perfect vessel because of the things that he can do. Like, not just that he can do talent-wise, but also his brain. Like, he's a genius, a prodigy. He can get things quick, as a lot of these other kids are too. But I don't know. I just think when it comes to the whole like inner demon and then vessel thing, it's always cool to see different paths to that, and this is a different one that is similar to like Naruto to some extent, but it's also a whole different thing. Like, just the ability to switch back and forth like that. Naruto wasn't doing that with Kurama. He can't do that.
I mean, the only thing I can think of is like Sage Mode. It wasn't exactly one for one, but it's the closest, more close of an analogy than him and Kurama.
Yeah. So, literally, Jiji is I'm absolutely certain that Jiji is like he's inspired by Naruto, like specifically.
I could see that. The spirals, Uzumaki.
Yep.
The wind powers that he seems to have. His
whole chi, chakra.
But also, the amount of people that I'm sure Enenra has killed with that lung technique, that is deadly. I don't think I've ever seen a character that can attack your lungs directly. Like, we've had poison users, we've had like a vacuum, like I'll take out all the air. No, he goes in your lungs and starts effing you up.
You know what? At this point, I'm starting to think that Tatsu is also inspired by like Mortal Kombat. The more and more I see different characters in here, like Enenra literally reminds me of Smoke from Mortal Kombat. Like, it's just. Seiko, yeah, I don't know, man. She gotta go to a super medium hospital. You need to go to, I don't know, man, because you've been going through it.
We gotta get Queen Sensei in here. I think she's the only one that can heal her at this point.
Yeah. Or like that theory that we had, transmission system time. Let's go somewhere else and get healed somewhere else. I know a place.
I'm gonna go back to something that Zachary said in the chat. If Jiji ditches his feelings for Momo and goes for Ira, he will get number 1 for Zachary's rankings. I feel like it's kind of on the near horizon that Jiji will realize maybe even his love for Momo, it's kind of like a first love type of deal. Like, yes, he will always love her, but he has another that is the heart of his, or the apple of his eye. And I'm curious with the influence of Evil Eye on Jiji's body, since they're swapping out at such a intense frequency, if that will start to influence Jiji's personality. I mentioned that a couple of chapters ago with the way that Jiji was talking. And I'm thinking to myself, the way that Ira talks to people, especially her relationship to Chiquita, how Evil Eye might be like, no, that's the one. Like, we need to go after her. And I wonder if that's going to kind of divert the eye, pun intended, of Jiji to another.
Or with just another problem again. We're just going back in circles again with Jiji and Evil Eye. What if, like, when you say like influencing, like maybe even his behavior, like let's say he still has feelings for Momo, as it looks, that's currently, and let's say something happened, her and Okarun or something, that he gets like a little jealous or angry, and then that kind of gets amplified through Evil Eye because he sees that his boy is feeling bad because he feels it too. So what if like he gets a bit aggressive because of that? They don't need to do that. I don't want to see that because Gigi is already like, no, he's a good kid, and I don't want nothing else going south for him because he's been through the most, honestly, like from all the kids. Well, not the most because Zuma trauma and all that, but like the most, like where people have to work, they're worried about him and taking care of him for so long. So, but yeah, Ira, yeah, that's the ship.
Oh goodness!
If it wasn't for him, she wouldn't have been motivated also to get stronger because of the mistake that she made when she bumped into him that recent episode and starting that whole thing. And it's interesting that both of them resonate with their yokai really well. Like Ira, she's been resonating with Acrobatic
Yeah.
Silky very well, and now Jiji is same thing.
I mean, Gigi's obviously has had to work with it with Evil
Yeah,
Eye
absolutely.
because that was a tumultuous start to that relationship.
But the end result,
it might be a better resonance, pun intended again, than Ira and Acro Silky. But up until recently, I would say Acro Silky and Ira had the best interconnection of the entire series.
I just love that the cast is so like this is it's so equal all across the board. Like nobody's left behind, nobody's getting focused on less. You know, it's great. True.
I forgot about that. I'm gonna be honest.
I wonder how natural it's going to be though, because like you already brought up like what if Evil Eye tells Gigi like no, she's the one. I wonder how it's going to start. Like what are the things that's going to happen? Maybe just the fact that they're always kind of together, like they were a space globalist, and then you can kind of keep doing it if you want to.
I wonder if it's going to be because you know how in like friend groups and also related to the actual show of Friends, as it ironically is a connection as well, but the interconnectedness of the group when there starts to be pairing up. So when couples start to get together. So I'm starting to experience that with my own friend group where I went to a wedding last year for one of the girls, and then another one of the girls is marrying one of the guys in the friend group. So I'm thinking to myself, okay, how is the group dynamic going to change given that there is going to be, by necessity, a new dynamic introduced? Because they're no longer just friends, they're no longer just boyfriend and girlfriend, like they are husband and wife at this point.
Right. And that's something you never even think about. Like, oh shit, oh someone wants to get married. Oh shit. That changes some things. And usually it can just as simple as one person, like let's say one of your friends marries somebody outside of the group. That
and then
can
you
change.
have a new
now you got
person.
two people in the group, both in the group. Now that changes everything. Or maybe it could make things still good because they will be together. So, you know, whenever it's like
so
some kind
to
of trip.
relate that back to Dandadan, like what if Gigi and Ira see the confession or the confession response from Momo to Okarun? And they both realize simultaneously, like, that door is shut.
Yeah, because they both want the other, like, because she wants Okarun and he wants Momo, yeah.
And then, like, you know, you could see those little bubbles in the air that signify, like, affection. But then, for those two characters, they're looking to their left and to their right. They're like, no, but that was supposed to be my story. And then they kind of lock eyes. I don't know. It's just a headcanon scene that I'm thinking of.
Koki and not Hase. No. Hase, I
think Koki and Rin, or Koki and Zuma would be my ideal pairing.
Yeah, I did like when you first pitched that.
Because, like, Bad Boy, she's kind of like the girl next door. She plays music. If he is end up being blind after this, like, I feel like he could really appreciate her music. And then she wouldn't have to have the trauma of being thrown under the bus as a prodigy.
And the symbolism with her not being seen.
Yes.
Like no one truly seeing her.
Great
and
point.
Him literally can't see. But it don't
That's
matter.
A great point. Rin, I kind of feel like she's odd woman out at the moment.
She's gonna get a new character. And you pitched it before too. Like an emo type boy or something. Something that's to do with like vampire or like in that proximity of like dark stuff.
Just like someone who worships the dark arts.
Yes. Hey, and he could probably want to join the occult club too. That's how you introduce him. Like, oh, I want to join this. I'm trying to. I like this.
I like that
Next,
a lot.
We find out he's related to the other guy, the curse, the dude that likes all the cursed objects.
Oh, that's his older brother.
Yeah. That would be hilarious.
Oh god.
You're my sensei's, or your brother's my sensei's friend.
No, but honestly, like a lot of relationships that I'm talking romantic relationships, they start off with just like random encounters, but it's not random in the sense that like it never would have happened unless XYZW happened. No, but it's like a friend of a friend knows someone. A cool little tidbit about my life, which not technically my life, but yes, my life. My parents actually met each other through a blind date introduction.
That's cool.
So they both knew, like I said, one of them was maybe a family friend. The other one was actually a family member, maybe removed or, in-laws side of the family. And they're like, hey, you want to set you up on this date? And they ended up getting together and having me and my brother.
It's just like the thought I'd be having. I'm like, I wonder what's the percentage of how many people were technically accidents. We weren't ready, but all right.
Okay.
Like, I think that's actually a pretty big number. I've never researched that, but it's something I've always thought about.
I feel like there's also a taboo about that particular topic to where a lot of parents would be like, I'm never going to admit that.
Yeah. But it'll be funny. Well, wait until your kid becomes an adult. If you need any advice out there, parents,
do not traumatize them in their adolescence. That is a recipe for disaster if you've seen any shonen show ever.
And Enenra really got his ass whooped. I'm just zooming in on him in the pond.
That's what I said.
Look at his
Dude,
face.
the grabbing of the hair is like the most dominant thing you can do. He's like looking up like, uh-oh. I'm in danger.
All right, I need our back to be up against a rope soon. We win a lot in this series. Like, we come out, I don't want to say unscathed, but like,
yes,
we come out not, besides Seiko. Right now, Seiko, in the side of like the Momo Azuma stuff, but like Seiko is the only person that's through arcs. She is injured through arcs. She's on her Zoro run right now from Arlong Park all
through Saboti.
Yeah. That's
I guess
really
technically even into the post time skip. Really?
That was actually good for Oda to do that. Like, it's realistic.
But then he comes back even more injured. He has one eye. I don't know.
Man.
The Nanami meme.
So Okuroni getting captured instead of Momo. I mean, that could happen. But I feel like he's going to have more encounters with... Well, I mean... I don't know. He's had 2 encounters with Count Saint Germain. He's had the most encounters with Count Saint Germain. Sanjime and literally CSG.
Which is kind of crazy considering that the initial encounter, it was like they were already familiar with one another. I think that's kind of interesting that was the first interaction, yet he was familiar with them, but he was less familiar with them when he met him in school.
Well,
I never noticed
time
that.
Shit. I'm not gonna lie, this series can go to a lot of... I mean, we've already got a lot, so it could be some interdimensional stuff too, or alternate timeline thing.
Variants.
Or he's met him. Yep. He knew his name. Like, I still feel like that was interesting that he literally referred to him as Ken Takakuta, like, specifically.
Here's an idea. What do you make of if there is a chosen child that has the name Ken Takakura? Because it's a very recognizable name. Do you think maybe that whoever Okarun's parents were, or maybe he didn't even have parents, maybe they died, but whoever named this boy Ken Takakura wanted him to be recognized by someone traveling from another timeline?
I think something like that. I honestly think that his parents or whoever else that put him here, I don't think he's here like normally, like he's not from Earth. But I think giving him that name, I think someone say, oh, that's a nice name. Hey, I like that actor, like, some alien that's been kind of around Earth, just watching movies and stuff. And they're like, you know what? I'm going to name this kid Ken Takakuta. That's the name I'm going to give him. All right. Bye-bye. That's all you get. I inherited a name that I gave you. That's it.
So when you say no chosen one trope, Zachary, what about Momo? Because I kind of feel like she's the
Momo
chosen
is.
one in one way or another. I don't know the specifics.
Oh, the
Man,
destined
you are
one.
freaking out on my camera. Jeez.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a streamer problem, because when I looked at YouTube, both were like okay. Good? I thought so. Okay. Yeah, maybe I don't know. It was only for a second, but I don't know. I mean, we need to start losing though. I'm being serious. Like Seiko,
well, that's why
like,
I think
yes,
it's leading up to
but
Momo being forgotten. I feel like that is one of the main. I don't feel like this series is the type of series to where we get consistent smaller L's. I feel like it's the once in a while type of large L that we really
and you feel it
for a while.
But yeah, like we really need that, because this is kind of like, I thought we said this with another series. Was it Undead? Or was it Undead?
Yeah.
After a while, it started feeling like, okay, we're getting too much success. Like, why is it that? Like, I know that that's the goal, but that doesn't mean that difficult. Like, yeah. So, I mean, in this series, granted, like, we still don't know anything. So it's like, does it matter? You know, this might just be preseason, you know, or the prologue. It might not even be nothing.
This might be pre-time skip.
Yeah, exactly. And then what you just said about something are about to happen, which we thinking is going to be Momo, that's what will start it. Hopefully that ends like the first part of like 4 parts of Dandadan at least. Please. We need like 800 chapters, please.
I was talking to our boy Townsy the other day. I say the other day. It was yesterday. And I was like, you know, I feel like Dandadan could go like 500 chapters. 500? Yeah, honestly. This thing could go on for a decade if Tatsu really wanted to, and if Shonen Jump gives them the ability to do so. I truly believe that. Does Vamola even remember Momo at all, Sherm? I thought that she was completely forgotten. Like, she wouldn't realize that Momo's gone. Like, she doesn't know she exists now.
Evil Eye. I will say this though, like people are like, oh man, this dude's trash. I look at him on the ground all beat up and knocked out. But like, let's be for real.
And Enenra was a problem.
But let's be for real. The new and improved Evil Jinius, Eye, whatever you want to call it. Both of them alone individually are dangerous. Obviously, Evil Eye is one of the
top 10.
He's one of the goats. Jiji's one of the GOAT humans. Like, I mean, he's a prodigy. He got a lot of energy. Fuse, this is literally like, I mean, from all the characters that we have seen power-wise, he's probably top 2. Because we don't even know the cast. Like, we don't even know everybody else. There's I'll obviously count Saint Germain. And then who else?
It blows my mind how we know nothing about this series, and yet I get so much enjoyment out of it.
Yeah, it's a prologue.
I just don't understand. It has to be.
It has to be. It has to. It's like the first part of the song.
I love the variety. Oh, you want to talk about that a little bit? Go ahead. I know that was your theory, but guys, let him cook. I will give him the full screen and attention, so enjoy.
No, come back. All right, so I was thinking that the Dandadan, it's the same thing like when we theorize about what the One Piece is. We think Tatsu is a big One Piece fan, so sometimes when we're just discussing and theorizing, we kind of just, both of those series use One Piece as reference. Obviously, Count Saint Germain, he's interested in the Dandadan, and we know that his whole thing is to collect a bunch of different things. And the Dandadan being like just this, One Piece-esque type of treasure or whatever. I'm thinking that it has to do with music. either the Dandadan is a song itself, it is a song, or it is a catalog or a playlist of different songs, different genres from different cultures of people from throughout history, and it's all in there, kind of like the Library of Alexandria, where like all of this world knowledge is here at this library. I think it could be something like that, but in general, I think it's gonna be something music related, because in Dandadan, we've been seeing a lot of music stuff. We got the Hayashi performers; they literally use their music to help aid with the whole exorcism process. We obviously have Rin, she sings. We have Turbo Granny teaching or training Okurun and Ira, and telling them about like their tempo, specifically Okurun with his tempo, how he's much slower than the Evil Eye. Obviously the composers there too, those composer yokai things there. Dan, the series itself, like I just think it has to do with music, frequencies, vibrations, like what Sanjime said, and music literally is that. So yeah.
He cooked. Yeah, I really love that theory when he brought it up.
As to what it's used for, don't know.
I think it could still be a shield against something, a protective barrier of sorts. But one add-on to that, because I feel like that's a mostly fledged out theory, is in religion, and we saw how many religious figures were on that page for Dandadan. There is often gospel music, there is often hymns, there's often musical instruments used in your faith. So I think that could definitely be the general gist of what the Dandadan is. Obviously, Tatsu can expand upon that and describe or not describe as much or as little as he wants to, but yeah,
the Dandadan
is
that Nika's heart. It's the drums of liberation. Don. Tatsu!
I know.
You did all this for One Piece. What the hell? How would you feel if someone did that? They wrote a story and then they connected to another mangaka
you know
story.
What? I would mess with it, but only the first time. Only the first time.
Yeah, that's how I feel. Like, I know some people probably hate that idea.
I know.
It's like all of this for this story, especially if they don't even care about that story. That's another thing. But like, I mean, I think that's a cool ass concept, but no, not here, not for this story. I want Dandadan to truthfully. I know we're just joking, but like half joking, but truthfully, I want Dandadan to be his own thing. Mm-hmm. I mean, but that would be a skill to connect something like that. But
yeah, we've been reading Chainsaw Man on the channel, guys, so definitely check out our playlist for that. We have been loving that series. And one of the aspects of that, at least for part 1 of this series, is Tatsu was one of the assistants for Fujimoto. And I recognized immediately in a recent chapter, I saw a space globalist alien in hell. It without a doubt, that was a space globalist alien. I will try to get our Discord link here in a second, and I will show you the screenshot of that. It is not even close. It is, I would damn near see copyright infringement.
Smoke. Huh, you know what I was thinking about? What if Enenra tried to enter Seiko's lungs? I mean, she do be smoking, so like her lungs is definitely not as healthy as some others. So, and she's already damaged and hurt, so that would be horrible. She can't breathe.
On some caribou shit.
Yep.
Just hiding away. Ooh, Jiji in terms of favorite characters, that is tough. I think I had him 4th last I checked. I think I had Momo, Okurun, Zuma, Jiji, and then either Turbo Granny or Ira.
And when you ask questions like this to me, I'm so indecisive when it comes to ranking things. So when things are like actually in a certain space, that means I have complete conviction, resolve behind that. But Jiji, I mean, in this series, these characters are truthfully like very close. Like they literally just overlap each other all the time.
They're shifting.
Like, in terms of everything of what I like in it about a character, oh man, it's tough. Because I really like Momo a lot. And Zuma. Like Zuma, he's like a character like that, you can't like, who hates a character like that? Like, come on. But Jiji, he low-key has like everything. Like,
I said he had main character energy when he was carrying Seiko away on that last panel.
Mm-hmm.
He looks like he's the savior. He just saved the woman.
He's literally using a Kamehameha. He's literally inspired by Naruto and Goku. Like, what? Like, yes, he is a main character. And then sometimes I like Ira a lot. Like, I want to see more from Ira. I think she can really get to that. Like, her whole gag is like, oh, I'm the leader. I'm the main character. And I think she actually will get to that level, just like Jiji.
Well, I mean, she's sort of shown herself as a squad leader when they've split up. Like, they follow her.
She was like the strongest one.
And
the one that would bet
Koki too.
Yep. She's like she reminds me of kind of character, like I don't know. It's kind of like how I felt like back in the day with Naruto, where like those characters are like, they were very like those rankings. I like them all. Like, you know, Naruto at the time, Sasuke, he was cool too. And then Rock Lee, you know, all these characters are so cool. And in this series, I kind of get the same vibes from that, which is interesting because, once again, we know what you are, Tatsu. One piece of Naruto, huh?
He's just grabbing from all the buckets.
Ira needs a power up, yeah. And this crazy thing is, though, she was literally like the person I was willing to bet on during the Space Globalists. Like, she was the only one that was doing the best when they were training. I remember everybody was kind of struggling and going through mental things and stuff, and she was the only one that was on it. So, as a leader, she could definitely be a leader.
Twin Tails would go crazy.
The women characters in anime and manga is starting to get better and better. Now all of a sudden, people can write.
It's about time.
Say, I don't know. It was just that hard.
It was the void century, one could say.
Yes.
Yes. Oh god. All right, so I think we're pretty much done here, but let our last segment be, what do you think should be a prediction for the next little short portion? I'll say the next 2 to 3 chapters.
Vomola and Momo.
Okay.
I think we're going to get back to Okudun. It would be after the Chameleon and the ninjas get beat up some more. Maybe somebody else might pull up to get Enenra. Like, what are you doing? Get your ass up. And then they might leave or something like that. And then for Okudun's group, he's going to be met with somebody else. And then that's another thing, too. This whole thing when we're talking about success, Okudun's, he's obviously going to win whatever battle is about to come now with that damn Orca Club. In my opinion, I feel like it's kind of set in stone.
I don't know about that, because didn't they say that he had to train with it, or he had been training to use it? I feel like it's not going to work like he expects it to work. There's going to be a sort of I promise I'm not trying to do this on purpose, like a new Ichigo and Shinigami form, or he's going to struggle a little bit.
I think he's going to struggle, but he's going to win. It's going to be something that's like, because she said it's like it's perfect for him, so I think it's going to work out.
What do you think it does? Or did we ever talk about that? I don't remember.
Kinda. I think it obviously is going to change shape, maybe even like literally just change. I think it has to do with like adapting to whatever you're fighting. It takes in information or something and then like adapts on the fly.
Okay. Yeah, next chapter from me, I want to say Shot in the Dark. Maybe there's some nanotech that Momo can use in her small form. She wasn't the best at it when she was trying to visualize things. But remember how everything was huge in comparison? I'm thinking maybe that the nanotech or even the suit of Vamolo itself, maybe we get some more explanation on that. We still got Benga flying in from outer space, so that's still in the background somewhere. I just don't see Vamolo losing. There's no way,
I don't see any
no
of them
how. Not since Enenra's down now.
Yeah, just like you said with Alabasta, it's gonna be the same thing. Vamolo walks away.
It's a 9-0. It's a 9.
But Seiko, yeah, we gotta get her to a hospital now.
Possibly on another planet.
I ain't gonna lie, we might have to skip the Momo, Daiki, and Zuma. I know you guys are, but hey, somebody else is about to die. Like, you guys might lose some things. Well, Daiki, he would literally die. But Zuma and Momo.
Ooh, could you see Jiji going off planet?
Like how? Like
carrying Seiko or going with her.
Via who? A new character comes in and takes them, or
I mean, it could be Rokaru, it could be
Mr.
someone,
Mr.
Shrimp, it could be someone who is at the transmission system, like a travel guide.
It would be interesting if all these characters got split up for a while. Like, I think that's a very interesting way to have these kids, this cast, learn more about the world from other sources and other people and other places, because then you're trying to see their journey back together, and we know that they all, and you know what, that might have been what Tatsu was trying to do. He's trying to experiment with all these characters, and the reason why they feel so, like, when we're ranking them, they're like not far off, is because maybe he could be gearing up for that. Like, they're all strong enough to be like an
for
MC.
a while. Yeah.
Yep.
And
like,
again,
I would not
Saboti,
be mad at any of them.
I know what you are, Tatsu.
I'd love to follow any of them for a certain amount of time. Like, just like with
honestly,
Momo and Zuma, that was fun. You know,
like, it was a joke about the whole "I know what you are, Tatsu" because of Saboti, but honestly, these characters feel like main characters most of the time when they have the focus on them.
We're gonna get a Kuma that's gonna come in and just smack them away to different planets and shit. No. And then Momo, or who do you think is gonna be the Luffy in that with the reaction?
Don't leave me. No. What about Seiko?
Oh no, it would hurt bad if it was her. Like, if seeing her break down, we've never seen that. Not like that.
She's kind of like the motherly figure to all these kids.
Yeah.
And if she sees one by one getting transported.
Oh no, and the Momo screams out, "Granny!" Like, innocent.
Robin!
Oh no. No, yeah, exactly. Robin. Oh man, she was the last one. Luffy! Granny! Granny! No. Oh, that would hurt. Oh my god.
And then Seiko's Jimbei is Turbo Granny coming back. You must remember who you are.
3 years, 2 days. What was it? The three YD, whatever.
3D.
We're gonna be back on Earth in 3 years.
Oh, God.
See you then. But this is a great end to this.
Fun stream. I really enjoyed our conversation. Maybe not as long as some of the other individual chapters, but not really as much to talk about. I did say to Sherm when I was reacting, a very logical conclusion to this chapter. It makes sense. So I'm just happy that it's over. We don't have to come back to this. We can get a fresh start next week. So yeah, thank you to Tatsu. This is a fun read tonight.
Yes, sir. I bet if somebody's seen that panel out of context, the last panel of him carrying Seiko, what happened? What happened to Seiko? What's going on? Is she dead? No. Like, what do you mean? If she'd been in top form, she could have insta-killed him. What happened to her? No. This couldn't have. Wow.
What could have been?
But that's all, folks. Tomorrow, pull up Chainsaw Man, same time, 8:15 p.m. Eastern time for Volume 11. The rest of Volume 11, and we'll be done with Part 1.
I am both nervous and excited for tomorrow.
I got no clue what happens here. I don't like. You're in the same boat. We both know in general. Part 2, like
we know
the
point
vibes.
C. We don't know point
what
B.
the hell is B? Yes.
No,
what the hell is B?
Absolutely not.
So yeah. You want to send us off?
Yep.
Go ahead.
Thank you to Sherm. Thank you to Zachary for the participation in tonight's chat. Thank you to the viewer who has not said anything but is appreciated nevertheless. As Vante said, we will be back tomorrow, 8:15 p.m. Eastern, for Chainsaw Man, the finale of Part 1 of the manga. We still got Gachiakuta coming out eventually. We got some more Squid Game coming out, some more Fire Force coming out, some more My Hero Academia Vigilantes coming out. We got some more other stuff coming out. But with that being said, as Vante likes to say, stay safe, stay healthy, stay clean. We'll see you in the next video, or stream, or pond, and peace.